race isn't real. You guys know that, right? There's no such thing as different races. We're literally one race, the human race. The fact that you can have children, breed with anyone of any race, the fact that you can have black people, brown people, well, brown people are, we're all brown, right? And white people in one family, in one lineage, tells you that we're all one race, okay? My grandfather was black or like dark-skinned South Asian, same skin color as what we call black people. My nieces are white, okay? Most of the rest of my family is what we would refer to as brown. That's one lineage. Within one lineage, you can have all the different skin tones, okay? The whole idea of like the races are and nations are literally just bloodlines. We're talking about this in episode 16, which just went up on the podcast and on my YouTube channel, where I'm talking about all the race wars that they're trying to bring about. They're trying to start race wars. They're trying to push the war of Gog and Magog, and push us all into kind of civil war situations and implement all these digital IDs, okay? They're trying to make you consent to this by pushing this whole illegal immigration narrative, and as if the idea that any part of the human family could even be illegal in the first place, as if states are legitimate entities in the first place. States are just corporations, okay? They're corporations that have convinced you that you belong to them through a deed of enslavement called the birth certificate, okay? Look into that. We're going really deep into it in episode 16, so do check it out. Comment digital ID and I'll send you the link and you can watch it, the whole thing in full. But nations are literally just bloodlines. If you studied the human family tree and the bloodlines that descend from Noah, not that that was the only, I'm not saying that we all descend from Noah, okay? I don't necessarily agree with the biblical narrative, but there is a lot of history in it. And all the bloodlines of Noah show all the different races. I don't believe that it shows all of them, but it shows a lot of the different races of the human family, okay? The African nations, the European nations, the Asian nations, the Middle Eastern nations, the Israelites, the Ishmaelites. These are all just different bloodlines and lineages, and they all mixed with each other. They literally all mixed with each other, okay? And white people, not that that's even a real category, started to emerge around Central Asia, the Anatolian region, which is Eastern Europe, Turkey, and the Levant, okay? That's where those genetic alleles that now we know of as the white race began to emerge. The lighter skin or the slightly lighter hair and the slightly lighter eyes, and over thousands of years, through mixed breeding and migration patterns and changes in diet, we now know as the white race. But nobody's black, okay? Nobody's white, okay? My t-shirt is white. Nobody is this skin color. Even albinos are not as pale as this, okay? Very, very few. There's hardly anybody that's actually black. Maybe if you go to South Sudan, you might see people that are really like that blue-black, which actually all of our ancient ancestors were. Literally all of our ancestors were black. Our most ancient history of the human race is black history. We all descended from deeply, deeply melanated people. So white supremacy, racism, anti-blackness is literally just self-hatred. It's you cutting yourself off from, not you, because I don't have racist people on my platform and I block them if I discover that they're racist. But racists, white supremacists, are literally people that are severing themselves off from their most ancient ancestry. They're cutting themselves off from their ancestral wisdom. It's self-hatred, okay? And it blocks you from your most ancient, most occulted wisdom, ancestral wisdom, okay? You're not able to channel the wisdom of your ancestors if you're racist, okay? We're literally all different shades of brown. That's what the human race is. The etymology of the word human, hue meaning color, man coming from Adam, okay, so translation of the word Adam, which literally means, is similar to atom. It literally means dust or earth, okay? Look into the original creation stories, Sumerian tablets, Gnostic texts, the Abrahamic stories of how we were created from dust, okay? There's a lot of esoteric wisdom in those stories, especially if you look at all of them and you break them down and look at the common threads between them. Both man and woman, not that I believe that there were just two of them that seeded the human race, but literally were both created from the same dust, okay? We weren't created from the rib of Adam, okay? In the Gnostic text, Eve literally breathes life into Adam, okay? And yes, they were melanated people. So where am I going with this? Okay, we need to understand our ancient history, and we need to start grappling with these texts to understand everything that's happening right now and everything that they're trying to push right now. Yeah, I could talk about this for a long time, and I did talk about it for a long time. I talked about it for nearly 2 hours in episode 16. So if you want the link for that, just write digital ID, and I'll send you the link. But yeah, we're literally just all the colors of the earth, human. We're the colors of the earth. We're one human family. There's no such thing as race. Not that there's no such thing as racism. Obviously, racism and white supremacy are real. We're seeing it. But there's no such thing as the brown race. There's no such thing as the black race. There's no such thing as the white race. We're literally just all these different shades. And currently, with things that are happening in the world, we're going to see a lot of mass migrations of different people moving in different places. And there's going to be intermixing, okay? As there always has been, okay? I talked about this in episode 16, okay? Whatever lineage you think you come from, every single one of us is mixed race. Every single one of us. Even if you're 100% Punjabi, there's no such thing. Punjabi is a hybrid of different ethnic groups, okay? It's got Andaman, it's got Aryan, it's got, or whether you believe that or not, it's got many other things in it that make that group of people, okay? Unless your parents are siblings. Okay, if your parents were siblings and their parents were siblings and their parents were siblings and their parents were siblings going all the way back to the first humans that were ever here, you're not a pure race, you're mixed. So that's all races are, okay? It's just mixing different bloodlines. Skin color variations and hair type variations are just like other types of genetic characteristics like eye shape, height, weight, bone structure, the shape of your nose, okay? Those are all just variations of humanity, okay? There's no such thing as race.